We're on?
I think we're on.
You're on. We're on. I'm recording this week. We on?
We're on. Monday, time for Josh and Andy. 2 Jews, 2 mics, and some high chew candy. Make a pot of coffee, trust me, it'll come in handy. Andy said that to his wife on his wedding night. Now he goes to therapy to get his mind right. Andy smoking pot, tweeting the Russian bots. If you ask what he said, he probably forgot. Josh Weinstein is a motherfucking pimp. Mock movies on TV when he was a little kid. Now he's making docs better than Michael Moore ever did. Every week they analyze current events, then they throw in some impressions and some funny accents. Minnesota and New York to the Golden State. They won't ever sell out except to rhombus space. And he always forgets to plug the show, so even though they're known across the globe, they have an audience that's smaller than the suits of Jimmy O's. Jimmy O's, Jimmy O's. That's why this show will never go viral. Remember the name, they call it Thought Spiral.
The following podcast is audio.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Josh. Happy Monday. Or as they say, I'm sick of that style of joke.
Yeah.
Or as they say in the GOP, Tuesday.
That's a good spin on it. Happy Monday, or as they say in the GOP, Tuesday.
Yeah, what is it? Does it mean anything?
No.
Maybe it's just they lie all the time.
No, it's just meta. I'm just going meta on you.
Yeah, so we get the form down.
Right.
Oh, I am interested to ask you something very important.
All right.
Before we begin, no, I'm just stealing focus. I got very thrown off by the extended problem with the mic and the way I deal with it. I just think I would never be a spy or trusted in any way.
Well, I don't think that it's the same skills or necessity at work when we're doing this. There's no covertness necessary, really.
Oh, you could just be upfront about it.
Yeah, just let's get to where we go, where we're good, and then start is kind of...
Oh, see, I thought if we could seamlessly, because that's what our brand is.
Yeah.
Brand.
Yeah, no. I'm kind of... I know you don't listen to the show very much, or at least past the first break, but, you know. I skip past a lot of stuff at the beginning, a lot of the time, unless it's funny.
Oh, my God. So you're saying if I listen to the show...
Or unless it presents my case that you're a problem.
Oh, God, you've got a whole... it sounds like you have a binder of problems with me. Over there. Over in your area.
No, and by the way, aside from missing out on, the magic sprinkle that I add to the show, there's no reason for you to listen to the show.
Well, I think... See, I've already... it's interesting that you say that, because I already concluded... I have 2 personalities going. I have old Andy...
Okay.
Who registers every slight and categorizes it.
All right.
So old Andy...
I have to say that maybe you need a different nomenclature, because the phrase old Andy is already confusing. Maybe young Andy should be old Andy?
Yeah.
And old Andy should be old Andy? New Andy?
I don't have the nomenclature down, Chi-Chi.
Right.
I don't know what nomenclature means. And I won't look it up. All right, what were we talking about? Because I do have something to say on this subject. What were we talking about?
You're coming at me as 2 people.
Oh, yeah. The first person is the person who registers, who I immediately say to myself, you are a horrible person, Andy.
Right.
He edits that show. He's the only person who works on the show. He edits the show, and you don't even have the fucking common decency to listen to the show. So that's part of me.
Right.
Then the other part of me is, oh, I know. I've listened a couple of times, and I'm not inclined to listen to the show, and that could be okay.
Here's what I would do if I were you. That totally splits the difference. Is just like listen to the breaks.
Oh yeah, so I could know what the breaks were.
Yeah, you know when they happen. They're pretty much on the half hour. On the half hour.
On the half hour, 65 degrees. We got a rock block, a no repeat Tuesday. It's got a here's the deal Thursday. Oh, I always run out after 2 examples.
Yes, you do.
Listen for the breaks. Listen for the breaks.
I'm just saying that's one way you could sort of salve your conscience.
There's no way for me to salve my conscience. Here's the thing. You exist. You exist as someone who's replaced my brother in a way.
Yeah.
Who knows how to talk about what is it when you push the button? This guy knows how to push buttons so good. He installed a touch screen. That's not bad a joke.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down because I don't listen to the show. Pushes buttons. Touch screen. Such a genius. Why am I not being realized? Why do I don't get awards like daytime? Why don't I get any daytime Emmys? Daytime Emmys.
You can have a daytime enema.
Oh, God.
No, it's a butt joke.
It's about the
I shut down like a little baby.
Don't talk about the bathroom. We all know we do it. Just keep it in your pants. Well, that's not any better. I don't want to hear you talk about masturbating, like saying stuff like you banged your dick against a wall.
I do have to ask you this, though.
Okay.
And it involves bathroom question. But how come, but it's commercials, too. So here's another two-sided coin for you.
Is it really going to be a two-sided coin?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it has one thing that attracts you and one thing that repels you.
Oh, I didn't know that was what the two-sided coin was.
Well, all coins.
I thought they said two sides.
Let's just say all coins are two-sided.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. It's like a one-sided coin.
That all of these medicine commercials where it involves some gastrointestinal disease or problem, it's always women who have to run off to the bathroom. They're always sending the women out to take the shit bullet.
That's true, except the guy in that one commercial.
Which one?
Well, I think he has IBS or something. I don't know what they have.
I don't know, but it's always a woman disappointing people because she has to go take a shit, and it just doesn't. It doesn't seem fair to me.
Okay, well, that's the rock. You talk about the classic one is the rock star lady.
Well, there's the rock star lady, but there's also the mom with the basketball playing kid, and it's more common than you think, Andy. That's my point.
Look, all I can think of.
But I think they're playing on women's fear of disappointing people, whereas men will just go off and take a shit and not care if they disappointed people.
I just see this as a way of you shoehorning your shit material, and I mean it literally.
First of all, the phrase is shit-horning. Secondly.
Now and aren't you proud that you were able to wordplay your shit material? Don't hang up on me this early.
I don't know. I saw it as material about sexism. You saw it as material about shit. So.
Whoa, that's right. Oh, I think your bit is heroic.
All right. Well, next time you talk about your little tiny penis, let's revisit
Don't. I'm trying to get away from that. First of all, the fact that you have this one impression ready to go, like the guy lives in your liver or something. That doesn't.
Well, no, that was a defense mechanism that developed after weeks of you talking about your penis.
You mean you wanted to steer away from my penis?
I had to put a face to the rage, and it came out like this.
Look, the whole thing is so sad. The doctors tell me don't even look at it. I talk to my doctors about sex, and they go, "It sounds like a lot of aggravation." Is your wife interested?
I think that was funnier than the other two things you wrote down. So,
what did I say? I'll cross those out.
Listen back. It all circles around.
You like to fuck with people's heads. You like to get up in their grill.
I do. What the fuck else would be entertaining about this show if I didn't?
It would be my takes on my anecdotes. It'd be a big draw.
Did you get shot today, by the way?
I did.
Yay.
Yes.
How'd it go?
Certainly not after going in there, and it couldn't have been more simple instructions, but I somehow ignored all of them.
Yeah, but you got a shot, and that's good.
Oh, yes. And my arm does not feel that bad, and it's a Moderna.
Yeah.
Yeah. They offered me. They gave me a choice. It was like a 3. They brought out a tray.
Nice. A caddy.
A caddy, if you will. If you had I was in a way hoping to get the one shot thing. What do you want?
I don't really care very much. I think Pfizer's the gold standard for me.
That's what Susan has.
Because I think,
why do you mean? Because the numbers, you mean, right?
Well, it's the numbers combined with the less anecdotal side effect stories that Moderna's.
What are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking. Ooh, I don't feel so good. I haven't had one. You know what? I'm worried that I'm stupid. I've been thinking that maybe I'm stupid since I got the shot. What do you think?
No. Potato. So you did a pharmacy shot?
Is that illegal?
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because eventually I'm going to get to do this, and I'm so self-involved, Josh. I'm so narcissistic that I thought you were referring to the stupid picture I took when I got my shot today. You're referring to you took a pharmacy shot. What kind of a narcissist do you have to be to assume that you were talking about the shot? Yeah, those were my shots. You're like, whoop. Or no, worse. I fucked up. There's a law. There's a law against shooting in the pharmacy. Yes.
Yeah, it was very smooth, very cool. Like, I would pick a one. Well, you don't worry about this. I don't think there's anything to worry about, but like that CVS. Big, tall ceilings with a single bound. A lot of air running around.
That's like the first time you've been inside a place, isn't it?
I know. Except for, the only thing I've been going to continuously is massage parlors.
That's good.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I don't have that life. There are many people who have that life.
There really is. And
there really is.
It boggles my mind, honestly, how seedy average is.
I'm keeping up with the Kardashians, and the guy who's marrying her he's making out with a woman like the night that he's delivering a baby.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Wait, I don't understand why that's bad and who it is.
Oh, okay. Why would you know? Chloe has a baby with Tristan, who is a player. Josh, you like basketball.
That's Tristan Thompson, right?
Yes, from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's on the Boston Celtics now.
How's he playing now?
I think he's there's rumors he's not fitting in the locker room, but that could
maybe he's sleeping with everybody's girlfriend. No, so what happened was she's about to have a baby, and then she goes into early labor, and then they have pictures. Here's Tristan making out with people, with a lady.
While she's in labor?
While she's in labor. I mean, he didn't know she was going in labor that night.
No, but I mean, they're showing it to her while she's in labor?
Yes, they showed it to her because you can't be a Kardashian and not know when something comes out.
I need to show you something. Breathe. Now just breathe.
No, you're ascribing way too much intrigue to the to reality shows.
Yeah.
No. Let me defend this. Have I ever mentioned to you what a guilty pleasure is?
No, I don't even understand the term.
Oh, you do too. I'm very impressed. First of all, I'm very angry at myself for doing more laughing than I don't. I notice I do them in cameos now. Oh, really? Are you that amused by yourself, Andy? You fucking lying piece of garbage. You deserve $30. I'm not that hard on myself, really. But anyway, so this guy, that's not a good thing to do. I don't know how we got into this topic, but that's you don't want to do that. That's not the kind of behavior you want to have, or to be going around during COVID and you go, I'm sorry, honey, I just was having massages.
Right. But on the other hand, he did protect the paint.
In other words, okay, that was wrong, but not in his house. Exactly. Nobody brings it into his house.
Yes.
Now he seems like he's tall, but he could be a guard for all I know, because they're all short.
He's a center.
Oh my God! Wow, I would think a center wouldn't be that much of a ladies' man. Like Wilt Chamberlain, for example.
Yeah, you would.
Right?
Right, exactly.
Right. See how it's. Is he the excuse that proves the thing?
Yeah, he's all of those things, yes.
He slept with 10,000 women. He claims.
20.
Why would he lie?
20.
Yeah, and why would he lie?
True.
But wouldn't you after a while, I say wilt, wouldn't you after a while, you don't even know what town you're in? Am I playing in Boston tonight? Or did I sleep with 3 ladies?
Yeah, well,
Boston?
you know, what it did do is sell a lot of goddamn books about, you know, Wilt Chamberlain.
And George, you know George Meyer, right?
Yeah.
And Maria Semple?
Uh-huh.
I know you think that I'm name dropping because that's all I do. But they bought the Wilt Chamberlain house.
Oh, yeah.
Which has like a moat, I think.
In Seattle?
No, he was here. It was here before they moved to Seattle.
Gotcha.
I tell a great story. You know, you say don't tell them, but I still tell a great one. I pulled out of the fire. Do you think I'm like I could be a storyteller kind of comedian?
I think you should. The jokes aren't working.
What? Hey, is baseball starting? Baseball starting in 3 days, right?
Something like that.
You don't care about it, but just tell me, am my Mets close?
No, they're out of it.
I almost would believe that. With my luck, I was watching the Kardashians the other day. This is the only place I can do this joke.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't work anywhere else. But at some point she's talking about something and she goes, yeah, with my luck. Kim Kardashian says that. With her luck.
Right.
I think she's had pretty good luck.
I think, yeah, I got it.
I know you got it.
I think everyone will get that.
You know, I realize if I don't perform the bit or I don't even mention, you know, it's like I assume you get it right from just the feeling of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate
better
that.
than we go way back, me and
I
you.
appreciate the comedic benefit of the doubt.
Well, my friend.
I don't appreciate the quacking, the Dennis Miller quacking when I use a big word.
Aha! Is that better? Aha!
Yes.
No, it's not better. I won't do this. Believe me. You called me up off pod, crying, crying last week. I'm also. Why am I on a squeaky chair?
I don't know.
But you're not hearing it, right? Because it's so directional.
I have heard it.
You really have?
Yes.
Why don't you give me?
I mean, you put a name to it when you said squeaky chair. All I heard, I just heard
wait a
a high pitched whine.
That's me,
and that's not unusual. I was about to say.
You never take me to Florida. I just made that joke up, even though it's based on an existing joke.
It's based on it.
It's based. That's a pretty on what's it called when you have no morals when you go right to there. Yeah, that joke's a similar thing to based on it.
Yes. Based on a joke named Precious by Sapphire.
That still kills me. It still gets me. Not really. I say a lot of things that aren't true, I think.
Hyperbolic, certainly.
No, it's nothing. I avoided an argument on I think I've avoided 4, 5, 6, at least 2 or 3 problems.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like it is good, but then you start to say, "Well, what's the big deal about that?" And then you go, "Oh, maybe I'll put my toe back in the water."
I don't know. I think the moral of the story is see how many problems you avoid by not being an asshole.
Wait, is that your? Oh my God, I can't even talk about this with you. I'm not going to even bring up the example now because you've already portrayed it.
Yeah.
That I was so wrong.
No, I'm just saying that you're an asshole if you get into a Twitter fight.
Well, that's true. I'm not look, you can't call. I don't.
Asshole's innocent. Come on, asshole has no.
Come on,
asshole's a big round insult. It has no edge to it. I
feel you're doing a huge comedic version of a Eugene Landy with me. You're making me into some kind of a clone of what you would like me to be.
Well, it's the Radio Andy, is what I like to think of it as.
Hi, I'm Radio Andy. I like when people's names are like Radio Free Tom. There's a guy on Twitter. I don't know. It just makes me angry.
I mean, George and Gracie played themselves, but that wasn't really them.
Okay.
That's my point.
I'm okay. And yes, I'm following you. How are your meetings going? When are you going to tell us what's going on with these meetings and give us a little view into the world? Or you can give us a Clyde update. One of the two. Take your choice.
I can sum them both up with both are going okay.
When you say going okay, that means
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, the meeting thing, we're still waiting to hear back from a couple of companies. And the Clyde thing is he's doing very high 90s in his.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Are you doing an oximeter on him? Is that what it's called?
No, I'm not.
No, it can't be called an oximeter. It's not the way it's called. Oximeter. Forget it. Mine's at 99%.
Yeah.
It's really misleading because it's one of the devices that if it goes below, you freak out. So you always have to hope it's at 99%.
Yeah. That's why I take the batteries out of mine.
You can't. Come on. I'm worried about you.
Yeah, I have not purchased a pulse oximeter or a blood oximeter.
Well, the blood ones that's the one they do in the lab, right?
Well, that's what it's measuring.
Oh, in your finger.
Yeah.
Oh, well, why don't they figure out my guy? Why do I have to do a finger prick then? It's unbelievable. They could put a person on the moon and 6 or 7 other things, but I still have to prick my finger every day?
No. You can get one of those on-board thingies.
I don't want that. You know what? What are the odds? My prick doesn't work, but I gotta prick my penis humor. Yeah. His penis doesn't work. All I'm doing is making you angry about wasted stuff that you should. Oh, there goes the whistle. Gotta get. Hey, don't order them in the mail, Josh. I told you that. Whoa. I am a goddamn old man. I hope this doesn't happen to you. Everything is coming apart. My teeth are dissolving in my fucking mouth. Like I'm. Who's that woman? Martha Jane? No, Martha Ray.
Yeah.
I dream about Polydent.
You toured as Polydent, didn't you?
Not as successful. Not a lot of people came out for that.
Speaking of comedy from the days of yore, I watched Arthur today.
I love that movie.
Yeah, there's not a goddamn thing wrong with it.
Oh, so great. I've seen it maybe 3 or 4 times, and 3 or 4 times over 20 years, so I never got tired of it.
I probably saw it 1 million times because I was a kid with cable and a problem. But watching it as an adult, I respect it even more.
He's a really good comedian, that guy.
He's a great comedian, but he didn't always work in movies. And this was an interesting performance because it was a huge drunk that he did throughout, for 80% of the movie. He was doing a big fucking drunk and still managed to make it a human character,
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, I would say there isn't a better portrayal of anything on film.
No,
I know. I'm hyperbolic.
There's way better portrayals of alcoholics on film, I think. But
well, no, not even I just think the portrayal of him is this, But the thing is, I mix up the 2 movies sometimes because I also enjoyed the other movie.
What was the other movie? 10?
10?
Okay.
Because that also had him as a musician. And that movie, I don't know if it holds up. Probably not.
That had him as like Malibu guy.
Right.
That I haven't seen, but that's Blake Edwards, and it's always going to be.
Who directed the author?
Arthur was a guy named Steve Gordon who wrote and directed it, and then died the next year, and it was his only.
Holy moly!
His only movie. He had been a TV writer, but he made the movie, and like next year, 44 years old, dead.
That's terrible. And Liza Minnelli is great in that movie.
Yeah, everyone is great in it, except even, Gielgud is actually the only, even though he got the Oscar for it, his portrayal of the dying man's cough was really weak, I thought. But aside from that.
He was a great, I thought he did a great job, though, generally with that.
Yeah, oh no, he was brilliant in it.
He was brilliant in that
and
movie.
it's just jam-packed with fucking jokes, and, and it works because everyone is acknowledging that they're jokes.
Oh, I'll alert the media. Susan uses that with me 4 times. I'm going for a walk.
I'll alert the media. I always use Do you want me to come in and wash your dick for you, little shit?
I always remember the scene where he gets angry at him, and it always affected me.
Yeah. And he comes back in like a second later and apologizes. So.
Yeah.
Hobson, I raised my voice to you.
I feel bad. So, you know, it's a nice
I also
DVD.
finally got that it's okay that his father doesn't have a British accent like him because it was Hobson that raised him.
Right. I would never have gone to that level. Well, it was just written well, and it was a good, fantastic movie.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was totally in the mold of screwball comedies.
Liza Minnelli, I like her I liked her in The Sterile Cuckoo. She's good.
Yeah, I
don't have any faith in my.
She is good. She's wrong for stuff sometimes, but she's good.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that many movies, so everything I've seen her in was good. I can't think of. Right. I haven't seen a bunch of Liza Minnelli movies.
Sure, you haven't.
Oh, I wish I was a movie star. Why can't I be? It must be fun to watch. How much are you watching? A lot more movies and things.
I watch a lot of movies.
I think it's a good energy.
I try to end the day with a movie.
The energy is so good with it. It just changes. It allows you to become absorbed.
Today it was. I didn't want to watch the trial. I didn't feel like watching the trial, and then I saw it was on my DVR, so I clicked it.
See, that happens to me a lot. That I don't want. I actually, for some reason, wanted to watch some of that today, but a lot of times I don't want to watch. I know that it's going to hurt me.
It's weird because I think part of it is that having been a juror so many fucking times, I kind of feel guilty when I don't pay attention.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, I mean, it is true. Well, also, I think I wasted a lot of time watching OJ. I mean, it's like it can be not good for you.
Well, I mean, the next piece of relevant news to come from the trial will be what the verdict is, you know?
Oh, I mean, yes. But I mean, the way I got, now when I think back about how I got drawn into the OJ trial, I feel it's a little embarrassing.
Well, you know, culture pretty much did all it could to drag you down that path.
Right. And you would get like it
was a total immersion situation for pop culture.
Yeah, and then it's like, if I have to watch, get angry at Dershowitz for 3 days in a row, you feel like jumping out of a window, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like everything, I didn't have that kind of emotional stake in it, but I was paying attention, you know.
Well, that's why you're 80.
I was also a TV writer, a talk show writer at the time, so.
Oh, so you were forced.
I would have it on in my office all day to know what hacky joke I would do about it that night.
I like I forget the episode, but there's a Larry Sanders where they're glued to the OJ thing. I forget the plot of the rest of it, but I always remember thinking that was hilarious because that was kind of about how they were all overdosing on it.
Yeah,
I love the tone that show could get sometimes, putting down the bullshit of show business or LA.
Yeah, or
I know I don't say it as well. Why is my voice getting this low, Josh?
I don't know, because you're losing confidence.
I know. Ooh. That sounds like a funny car. Funny cars. Don't do, I just decided,
okay.
And I don't know if you,
all right, go ahead. Nothing?
Well, no, I don't want to hang up. I'm not having a bad time. I have to worry about you.
I have to worry about me.
Thank God I have therapy tomorrow.
Thank God you do.
Do you know, if I have to have 2 sessions a week because of the podcast.
Well, we have to have fucking 3 sessions a week because of this therapy.
Oh, my God. You really turned that around on me. You know what I'm going to start saying? Don't weaponize it. I like that. Don't weaponize it. You know what? If I liked it, why don't I just say it once, you stupid Jewish hack? Not you, Josh, me.
No, I thought you were self-weaponizing there.
I just love the idea of someone saying that to themselves, but feeling the need to go, oh, no, you stupid fuck. Not you, Josh. Not you, the person I'm talking. That means you've thought it about that person. I wish, sometimes sometimes I want to just kill myself. Not you, Josh. Okay, it's not a good bit, Josh. I mean, can't you just give it up for me? Who tries? Who is so disconnected from their own feelings, but yet tries so hard? Right?
You, Andy, you.
Oh, I thought it was going to be.
No.
Now it's like
here.
nothing can happen after the half hour now. Nothing.
I know. It's kind of annoying.
It's your fault.
I suppose it is.
It is your fault. I feel good that we got a good, even if it's angry. You're a bad person. You are. No, it doesn't feel good.
I guess I am.
Honk. You know what? I have that voice in my, I hear that voice before my penis doesn't work every time.
It's like your version of the Law and Order sting. You need to talk to the DA downtown.
From the shores of California to the woods of northern Maine, when you gotta move your load, you only need to know one name: the trucker, the naked trucker. When it needs to get there fast with no trouble from the law, when you want no questions asked, then there's just one man to call: the trucker, the naked trucker. 10-4, good buddies. Music the spot to put a funny joke. Thank you. When the trucker's around, then action's always near. When the going gets tough, he gets his butt in gear. With freedom as a cargo and a buzzard by his side, put your eyes and ears on and come and take a ride with Trucker, the naked trucker, the naked trucker. Oh, that's me. Who?
Oh, you undid it. It was done, and you undid it.
Sure? You sure?
Now it's back.
Oh my God, you got upset. All I cared about was you being upset.
I just wanted you to revel in the glory of a perfect landing.
I know.
And then it lost it. It was the thrill of victory and agony of defeat all in 1 second.
Now you know how I feel when I tried one time I tried that ski jump. One time.
Uh-huh.
I thought, I mean, it looks okay.
No one's filming this, you thought.
I said, I get it. It does seem dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't want you to I hate when people try and show you how to do stuff.
Right.
I just want to try it.
Right.
I don't want to hear about technique. I don't want to hear about what you do. Just put me in the outfit.
That's got to be the scariest first time of any sport.
Yeah. That and I don't like the things with the skateboards either. But yeah, anything with the big heights.
Yeah, but that is the skateboards you really do work up to.
Right.
And I'm sure you do it with jumping as well. I'm sure they build jumps and stuff for you, but come on.
But you can actually see the words agony of defeat hanging in the air.
That's luckily a generation removed from any current skier.
What's that footage, right?
The wide world of sports opening.
Yeah. Boy, I thought that would never go away.
Yeah.
Why?
That is true of a lot of things, like the tidy bull man.
Hey, I was going to ask you about this. Those Minneapolis cops, they don't seem very, very good.
They're not that good, but I do like the other people of Minneapolis.
Oh, they're so great.
Yeah.
The people, oh my God. But these cops, I think I've just come to the conclusion.
Everyone feels guilty except for the cops.
Everybody, yeah, that's right. And not only that, the most evil guy, he thinks it's funny to just stare while people are dying. Just stare.
All right.
I'll just stare back at you.
Yes, like a dog looks at you while they're taking a shit. No offense, Andy.
I don't even know. All I know is I'm embarrassed. I don't know why I got there. But, the thing is, it's like, you don't realize it when you're white as much. I mean, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't think about, that guy knocking on my window is going to have a gun in my face.
Right.
I mean, I don't think there could be more racist people than those cops. And I don't even know if it's more than racism. I don't know. It's just depressing.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of it today?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. How do you think the I haven't been really watching that much. How do you think the prosecution is?
I think they're doing a very good job, frankly.
Yeah.
I don't know why I added a frankly on there. It made me sound more like it gave me gravitas or something.
Well, why don't you not tell me frankly? Just tell me,
Flippantly, I think they're doing a good job, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't want to get into talk about that because it's just a very depressing talk. I wish that I could talk about things like we could talk about the police, and when we were done, there would be better police.
Yeah. We've tried that.
That's why we currently say no justice, no peace. That's
Right.
what I say.
I wish you'd stop saying it so much, but yeah.
Well, I mean, certainly the person today at CVS was surprised. I couldn't deliver a joke now if that was my job, if I had a joke delivery van and you gave me half the joke. I have nothing funny to say.
Well, I like that rawness.
Yeah, but I don't like where it's like
I feel like that's a lot of defense mechanism by the roadside right there.
That's true. That's good. Oh, so maybe a new me will emerge from the detritus.
Yeah.
Detritus.
Right.
Detritus.
Or detritus, yeah.
Yeah, however you wanted. Whatever float, how you say, whatever floats your boat.
Your flotsam or your jetsam.
That was I like the Jetsons, but then I don't have the joke for the follow-up show that includes flotsam.
You didn't like the flotsams. It's never going to be a good joke. You might as well get to it.
Oh, no. I know for a fact now. That whole door is closed to me now. When I've seen it for what it is. The Groucho Marx door.
Yeah.
The clever wordplay door.
Yeah.
Can I help you out? Which way did you come in? That is gone. That kind of comedy is gone.
Is it dead or is it just gone?
It's dead because I killed it.
Okay.
No, the idea that you're going to be Groucho-like.
Yeah.
Whatever. Ask me anything about comedy, and I'm going to answer with some hilarious thing. Hey, how long have you been doing comedy for? See, even as I'm describing it now, there could be nothing funny enough to cover up for the fact that you're not answering the question. You're not interested in the question.
All right.
And you hate interviews.
It's a transatlantic call for help.
I was on this three-way show the other day. It was with Mark Maron and Eddie Pepitone.
Wow.
And on Instagram,
was that in Eddie's bunker?
Yes, Eddie's bunker. Yeah. And so Mark Maron tells me a story about going to Dylan. The guy's name I think is Jeff Rosen. I think it's Dylan's manager or something.
Yeah.
So he goes to Dylan's manager. He goes, I just want to know what are the chances of Bob Dylan coming on my 1000th show? 0. Zero. Oh, real? No, yes. He hates interviews. He doesn't do them well. It just was so funny. What are the chances? 0. 0 is the chance.
Well,
now, if he liked it, he would do it because I know he was on. He did. What was that show that wasn't a very good show, but it had the one lady who was Jenna Elfman was in it.
Dharma and Greg.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on that show.
Yeah, I think that was more of an Eddie Gordetsky.
It was Eddie Gordetsky, right?
Yeah.
And he was doing it as a favor for Eddie Gordetsky. He never talked to Eddie after that, and I'm just joking, but he shouldn't have.
Why did you put me on Dharma and Greg, Eddie?
Well, because I thought that I think that's when you started to
I
get
thought it was
angry.
actual Dharma you were talking about, Eddie.
like Buddhism, like the beats.
I don't feel enlightened, Eddie.
Stop calling me Eddie.
Don't ever do this to me again, Eddie.
This is tired, Dylan. It's awesome. How come I can't do? I should
just
be the one
watched
doing.
on YouTube last night. I just watched this sort of half-hour doc about the making of the Traveling Wilburys album.
Ooh, that would be. I would like to see that.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good.
What's it on?
YouTube?
Oh, I don't ever go there.
Oh, you should. There's a lot of great stuff there.
How much does it cost?
It's all free.
It's free. It's free.
You type in the name of the pictures you want to see, and then you see them, and there's no money change hands.
Well, then why would I want to invest in that?
You don't have to. It's free.
I know. So I'm sorry, young man, but you can't come to preschool Shark Tank with a free idea.
I'm here to whibble you all.
To what?
To whibble you.
I think this is what happens in the home. When you go to the home, this is the kind of thing you do. Your friend Josh is waiting for you in the restaurant. He wants to do the preschool Shark Tank. Why do I think that when I'm older it's going to be terrible? It can't be as bad as
I don't. I think. Why do you think I'm going to be there? It's really the question.
You're visiting.
Okay.
And then I want to live long enough that all I hear you say to people in hushed voices is, "There, but for the grace of God, to go you."
No, I think you want me to go, he's having a good day. Today's a good day.
Oh, man. No, I just got very sad. I got very sad. There's certain things I don't want to have happen in my life. I don't want to, it's just so stupid, the things I'm going to say. It's just so stupid. I want to be in control of my bowels.
Yeah.
I want to be able to walk if I can.
All right. That's a longer shot.
I always will enjoy soup.
Okay. Soup, we can keep you in soup. Of the three, soup is really the easiest get.
Do you know what I all of a sudden, at my age, decided I don't ever want a bowl of again and haven't had a bowl since then? It's in a whole area of food that I have no desire to eat and will probably never eat again.
All right, I'm going to guess this. Oatmeal.
No, but you're in the exact right area with the meal.
Malta meal?
That's the meal.
Or cereal of any kind?
Yes.
All right.
I've stopped cereal. It all of a sudden, I used to love it.
Yeah.
And I would be eating it. I guess I didn't get that. It's like you're eating some sugar. I'll have some more sugar. I'll have some more milk. Have some more sugar. Milk, sugar, milk, sugar. And now it just tastes terrible to me.
Yeah, there's a few left for me that I still like, but it's mostly you get this sharp sweetness and then a slight chemical aftertaste.
So what do you still have?
I still like Captain Crunch peanut butter.
That's so great.
That's a winner still. I enjoy a frosted mini wheat because it splits the difference between sort of health based and
What's the frost made
it's sugar. But if you got a bowl of shredded wheat, you'd put sugar on it too.
Oh, that's all I did from age 0 to 12. Sugar smacks.
I still like just a plain old bowl of Cheerios.
Yeah, and no, it's such a weird. Cheerios would be my general area of things that I like.
But for me, forever, I mean, I don't eat breakfast generally, so I mean, like cereal is like exclusively a late night if I have to eat something post dinner kind of thing.
Yeah, but I used to like it, and I'd have it. Sometimes I have it for breakfast, be a late night thing.
Yeah.
And now it just seems like.
That's okay.
It seems like
Walk
giving
away.
up.
It's just a big box of carbs.
No, right. There's no reason. It's not like me giving up something that really means something to me, like pretzels.
Right.
I don't know. I'm starting to. I do think things are opening up. I mean, maybe we're setting ourselves up for a fall.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't you feel like?
Absolutely. I feel like there's one more big gut punch that this country will wring out of this.
Well, let me tell you something. This country deserves gut punches.
Yeah.
Because we were so fucking full of ourselves. I mean, not us. We're okay.
No, we're perfect.
But talk about a country who doesn't, who's had every chance.
Yeah.
We have great natural resources.
All right.
So why can't we pull it together?
Because one of the biggest natural resources is belligerent assholes.
How about that, Matt? Okay, I would say I think that I would, if I was in trouble, I would be bad. It would be bad if I was caught doing something.
I don't know that you
horrible.
would do worse than Matt Gaetz necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's
But, yeah.
unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hey, let me explain to you how I don't even know. He loses me in the first sentence sounds incriminating. I was extorted
All right.
by the syndicate.
Right. This person is extorting me for this perfectly legal thing I did. Clearly.
And then,
Clearly, that's how it works.
and how many times do you
I went
say,
on a very legal date and someone wants $25 million
right? And when then
to
and
keep
when
it
you
hush-hush.
don't you think when people keep saying someone's 17 that they're probably 15?
Yeah. And it could be a dude, too. Don't forget that that's on the table.
Are you saying he puts the gay in Gates?
No, I'm just saying he puts the Nestor in.
Molester?
There you go. Thank you.
But he's a terrible person, and he's got something about him, like he's got that. He's not good looking, don't get me wrong, but he has that fakey. He almost looks like an evil game show host.
Yes. Drawn by a cartoonist.
Yeah, that's right. I love when
He's
bad
like
things
he
happen
does
to-
look like a Plimpton cartoon of a game show host.
But don't you like when bad things happen to horrible people like that?
I do.
My God.
I do. I love it when bad things happen to horrible people who wish bad things on other people.
I tweeted this today because if it was true, like Biden referred to a company as a outfit, and I just felt so relaxed.
Yeah.
We got a lot of these outfits. He's doing a whispering thing now too. I can't figure him out. I mean, I'm so glad he's there.
He's got a few gears. One of them is very Jimmy Stewart at the bank. No, this is America. We can do anything if we put our minds to it. I'm serious here.
Yeah, and then the other thing is,
I'm not joking around here. This is America. Come on, folks. My dad used to say to me, Joey, you're no better than the next guy, and the next guy's no better than you, so get in line, Buster.
remember when he said, yeah, you can't go to these 7-Elevens these days without seeing an Indian guy or whatever the hell he said.
I don't know.
Or one time he said that Barack Obama's young, he's good looking, he's
Clean.
yeah, he's clean. And he gets away with it because I don't think he's ever meant anything by it.
No, I don't. I really don't think he has a mean bone. Really, I think he's got anger.
He does. He has anger and the worst use of sarcasm I think I've ever seen anybody. Who, what did Russia ask about? They asked about you. Something like that.
Right? Yeah.
That's not sarcasm so much as just bad comedy.
Yeah, it's just reflex uncle comedy.
What would you like to do next? I'd like to go to lunch with you. Get it?
Got your nose.
Oh, God. I'm so happy with I just feel like this is the first time we've had a company and, like two people for sure. Him and Kamala.
Yeah.
But you never know. The reason why he can be very great at times is because you don't expect him to be great. Okay. Can you pretend I didn't say that?
Okay. Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
Maybe
I'm going to respond to it
break.
badly. Then it's just a clusterfuck.
Maybe I need to listen to the breaks, like you said, more. Now it's a good time to think about it. Oh, man. So are you going to, you're still not ready. Are you ready for it? No, because you're 49 3/4.
I know. Doesn't that suck?
It's so annoying.
Tomorrow's
You're
50. Tomorrow, if you're 50 or older, you can do a vaccine.
That's just ridiculous. Do they know you're an entertainer?
I don't know, but I do know that it'll be the very last time LA tells me I'm too young.
It's a terror. Yeah, you would never want to hear. This is the last. I wanted to be old and decrepit to get my shot.
But you, I have to, but you.
I have to, but you. It is annoying. It's annoying because when it comes so close, like I had it 64 and it was 65. Now they're going to go,
I know.
Now we're
well,
doing.
tomorrow your shot becomes retroactively legitimate.
I knew you were going to say that again. I had to talk about you again in therapy today. First of all, my therapist disagreed with what you were saying.
Yeah.
And since now I'm spending therapy time, she's arguing my side. He goes, I don't think that's right what he's saying about he goes, I think you're right with the medical provider having the right to decide. And I didn't pursue it further because she was on my side.
Yeah.
I think that you have who wrong. Did you get wronged? I don't know where I'm going with it, but I mean, like that you believe in what's fair. That's very good.
That's just something. That's just a genetic problem.
Yeah, that's a very, very good thing.
Yeah.
I don't. Unless it's really an important show business event.
Well, I don't believe in showbiz justice at all.
No, well, wouldn't that be right? What is showbiz justice?
That fairness has nothing to do with showbiz. I don't believe that. I don't ever measure fair with showbiz.
No. But I meant being
like he's got this guy doesn't. That's.
No, but you could get it. No, what I'm saying is I see myself as a vital. What do they call it? A vital worker?
An essential worker?
But yes, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah, well, I think narcissism is on the list of comorbidities.
Oh my God.
So.
You know what? You son of a bitch. I never realized that I shared that in common with my mother, narcissism.
Really?
And I wasn't ready to look at it.
Yes.
You know why I wasn't ready to look at it? Because my eyes don't go out.
It was outside yourself, yes.
Yeah, it's all inward. I'm so good at putting myself down. You know what? That's my secret.
I'm the best at it. I'm the king. I'm number one best putter downer.
This is the way I think my voice sounds from all the years of people like you doing my voice.
Okay.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah, and how much of an adjustment are you really making right now, Andy?
No, I don't think it's at all. I think I'm going less. Josh, do I sound like a tiny Jew to you? An annoying Jew? Why do people not like me so much?
They like you more than you deserve. I mean, think.
Is the guy who really needs a workshop on how to be diplomatic.
Yes.
People, but I still love that line from MASH, one of my favorite lines everywhere, when Frank Burns says to Radar, the men hate me. Just your guts, sir. Just your guts.
Yeah.
I'm 2 sentences away from the Milton Friedman episode.
From Sidney Friedman, you mean?
Sidney Friedman. First of all,
which is better than the Milton Friedman episode.
Yeah, because Milton Friedman was boring. He's
an economist.
Yeah, he's like isn't he the supply side or the, I hope that's a plane. I hope that's one of ours, Josh. I'm doing comedy just for the neighborhood.
It's your upstairs neighbor's garbage disposal.
You know what it is? You have a good rhythm. Also, I'm very excited. We're 23 minutes in.
Yeah, you need to stop clock watching. You really do.
I know it's the stupidest thing I do.
Yeah.
The stupidest. I do nothing helpful when I'm worried. I do nothing that superstitious people would do. That's the good thing about being superstitious. Don't bring attention to what the problem is.
Right.
Well, we're 23 minutes in and we seem to be having a very good conversation. I don't think there's any chance at all that the rhythm of our conversation could be halted in any way.
You're the kind of guy who pulls out of your garage and goes, "Hey, look, there's no traffic."
Well, I don't even get what that. Is that just I'm a dumb guy? I don't even get what the.
It's one of those things where you're on the freeway and you say, "There's no traffic." You will
then boom,
come to a screeching halt.
It is unbelievable, though, that I have not lived in that world of putting on a. Having to get somewhere, or it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
And now, do they have what's the next thing that's going to happen? Are the cases going down? Do we know if that's...
Well, here in LA they are. In other parts of the country, they're going up.
And how is Tristan doing? That we've talked about Tristan since Monday.
I'm not sure how Tristan's doing.
Now, it's very important for me that I find out one of the following few things from you.
Mm-hmm.
How to become a person.
Okay.
I can't do it.
All right.
Do it.
All right.
Can't even have a conversation. No, I wanted to ask you, I assume Clyde is still 90%?
High 90s, I'd say.
Oh, my God. This is the greatest thing in the world. And are you going to address your back again or not yet? Or you're not going to?
I really hope to.
And you wouldn't go back to the same crazy surgeon, would you?
I probably would. He's like a world-renowned dude.
Do you know why he's world-renowned? Because he does 7 operations for every one that other people do. That's how they get you.
The failures are all dead.
No, I'm rooting for you. And the idea, I don't know. I just want to be there when they go through the front.
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Why did you bring this up again?
Because I had nothing and I wanted to do something.
I just wanted to be randomly mean.
No, that's not randomly mean.
Yeah, it is.
The only mean part was I want to be there when they go through the front.
Yeah.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah, and you took a little trip to get there.
But that's not what my intention was. My intentions are never good.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way.
Andy, are you going to take care of your taxes? Exactly.
See what you did?
Yes.
Yes, you showed me. You rubbed my nose in my own hideousness. No, but I'm determined to solve your problem. That's what it is, I think.
Yeah, that's a bad approach. How about that?
Okay, all right. How about this?
Regroup.
Okay, let me think. How can someone be a good friend?
There's got to be a book.
Yeah, what is the book?
I don't know. But
Oh.
I hope it's on audio in your case.
That's not nice because I just happened to find out my family they finally found my IQ test.
Yeah.
And I got a 7 on it.
No, that was your age. Don't worry.
You are getting a little groucho, but what else can you do? What else can you do when you have a man like me on the other end of the line?
It's all defense. Like I said the other day, it's all just me playing defense.
Well, tell me, is there anything that you're watching that's new, that's good? I think you told me about, I don't know if you told me you're watching a new show. I'm watching nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go to watch things, even. Like, there really aren't movies that come out. Are there?
There's some movies that come out.
Maybe I need...
you don't go to movies anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I didn't go to movies when it was perfectly fine to go to them.
I know.
Did you?
I went to maybe 4 a year.
That's better than me. I think it would be nice to do things like that again when this all clears up.
I just, in this world of big-ass TVs and on-demandness and pausability, it's hard. It's hard to want it.
You're absolutely right. You are right. It's hard to go out of the house.
It is.
And that's why, in a certain way, I did get a little depressed there. It's like, oh, everybody's getting excited. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it really has started to feel like real life more and more over the last month or two. Out when you go out, it hasn't because I stay in most of the time still, but
right
when I go out, there's non-pandemic levels of activity going on out there.
Yeah. So I think we've all the troubles behind us now. I
just want my shot before I get my ARP card.
Yes, because I would feel. You know what? Here's the thing, and I don't even know what to do about this. I can't stand myself. Now everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But when you really start not stipulated, but when you don't start liking yourself, and you go, and I start focusing on the problem. So the problem right now is, it's that I know that I'm not saying anything interesting, so I'm doing my usual shtick. But why can't I just relax and stop trying so hard?
I don't know. Maybe in another 200 fucking episodes.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna crack that nut on this episode. By the end of this episode,
yeah,
I will be not the world's greatest conversationalist.
Okay,
but I will be a different person.
All right. Whatever gets you through the episode, as John Lennon would say.
Ha 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 ha. See, I'm like reacting to you. That's not good.
No,
maybe I can't react honestly. Maybe I don't have an honest bone in my body. You know what it is? I'm not a good conversationalist.
Is that it?
No, and don't hang up yet.
I won't. Because I wanted to make you feel better because I'm trying to think of who I was talking to who was like, Huge Andy Kindler fan. Couldn't.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, couldn't get enough of Andy Kindler.
Who were you talking to? Or you can't tell me.
No, I can tell you. It was.
Lay that hammer down, get those gears a shifting. You pay in cash, he'll drop off your load. I got a clear shot through to Branson, and the trucker ain't got no pants on. But the hammer's down and he's burning up the road. Got 18 wheels burning up the road.
We couldn't even play bridge together.
No, I hope not.
Are you allowed to cheat in bridge or, no, not cheat, but.
I mean, until someone shoots you.
Well, they do. I know. I saw a documentary about it. They've done some serious cheating.
Has there been?
Oh, yeah, because if they do something like they put the thing next to the thing next to the thing, that means one no Trump or whatever. If I knew more about bridge.
Wow. Or anything, really.
I really don't know a lot about my bridge. My father was an excellent bridge player. He never taught me, though.
I come from a family of including one world-renowned bridge player, but I never played.
Did we talk about this?
Probably at some point over the last 4 years, Mike.
Stanley Omar?
Howard Weinstein.
Oh, I don't know that name.
Well, if you followed bridge, you would. Apparently.
Oh, wait.
Apparently. I don't. But apparently.
He must be very good.
I've literally had bridge people go, "Are you related to?"
That is very good. That is very good. I know I'm making way too much out of it already. Very good, Josh. Glad you told me that story. Yes, I listen. I listen on Mondays, I listen on Wednesdays, and I listen on Fridays.
Uh-huh.
No one can tell me I don't give it 5 or 10 or 12%. Right?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, you got me again. Oh, Josh, Elvis, Weinstein, you got me again. Oh, just what I think. You won't get me. Guess what happens? He gets me. Boop, 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 boop.
Potato.
Come on, even if we're fighting. Hey, you see I put a picture of both of us on the up today to solicit questions?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That's funny stuff.
Oh, yeah. Funny.
Of course. There's two crazy people. First of all, I listened to their whole shtick.
Yeah.
They were trying to cure COVID.
I heard some of it.
I'm more open to spiritual things. I mean, I'm not like crazy things. And certainly not someone going, oh, yeah, hey. Every person who claims to be channeling someone is lying to you. I hate to break it to you.
It's not channeling someone, it's speaking in tongues. It's a different thing.
Are you telling me that I'm not getting the fine differences between that with the Coleman?
Once again, you have a nuance problem.
Really? Yeah. He wasn't speaking in. He was channeling.
No, he was speaking in tongues.
Oh well, I didn't know. Jewy had a doctorate degree in Christian things. Here, you want me to do my impression of Droopy an hour before the Friday show?
Sure.
I hope I'm going to get my chance. No. Someone's going to ask about his limp boop boop. His penis doesn't work.
Good.
I'm ready.
I think it was spot on.
I'm not you're damn right it's spot on. I'm ready. You don't know where it's going to go today. I could go right into the, what is it when you hurt yourself and others?
Menacing to society? I'm not sure.
No, it's like Harry Carey. It's like seppuku. But I'm going to get you too. Uh-oh. I think I'm trying to be funny.
That's a murder-suicide is what that is, my friend.
I guess you haven't seen my first Comedy Central special. Ooh. Did you say murder-suicide? You should have seen my bar mitzvah. Ooh, I don't feel so good. There's got to be a premise that joke will work for. Did you say murder-suicide? Well, that would be more like my wedding night after the hoo-hoo. Okay. You come back to me if you think of anything.
I'll fix it in post, I promise.
I'm dressed up to go out today as if we had a video feed of our podcast, I'd look like I cared about the podcast.
And are you in fact going out?
Yes, because I'm dropping off my taxes.
Nice.
Josh,
for what year?
Elvis Weinstein.
What year, Andy?
Could you say that with dripping with more?
No, I just want to know what.
You guess the year.
This would be 19.
Oh yeah, you wish. 2018, my friend.
Okay, all right. Good.
2019, I'd be almost up to date. I don't think you even have to file yet for 2020. Am I wrong? They extended it by a month.
They did. And I'm playing that.
Do you feel that you do your things quicker because your dad didn't, or it has no effect?
No effect. I take after the old man. Although I do it with more anxiety than he did.
Well, then you now
I take after both of them in that way.
Oh, okay, right. Because you lie somewhere in the middle between your father and me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or my mother, I would say. I mean, my mother had, she was a worst case scenario stylist with the best of them. So.
Is that from OCD or just thinking of the worst case scenario?
That's just Jewish motherdom, I think. I wouldn't say she had OCD. She was compulsive about things, certainly. But,
right.
But, I would not say it rose to the level of OCD.
But did she have the Kim Kardashian thing where she goes, "Oh, just my luck"?
Oh yeah, sure. But that's Jew. That's just Jew. She copped that from the Jews.
Oh, great.
Yeah, exactly.
My parents, it was so clear in my family, whoever you could blame. Like if you answered the door for some bad news, it's your fault.
Yeah. My brother summed up my mother the best with the 2-word phrase "cheerful pessimist."
That's very good. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Now someone might say that's stoic. If I knew what stoic meant,
she was far from stoic.
Oh,
they didn't cancel each other out.
Right. Don't take your mother down. You just started to build her up, and then you take her down.
Not at all.
My mom and sister.
It would be a disservice to refer to her as stoic.
I thought stoic is good.
Stoic implies a certain low keyness and even keeledness that would just not apply there.
I mean, even for a Minnesota Jew, like my mother, the last thing she wanted to be caught dead as or alive is as a Jew.
Right.
So she never complained about my impression, but she doesn't see herself as, "Hello, I'm a Jew. How's it going over there?"
Right.
And I would think Minnesota, I just thought with the territory.
My mom didn't play central casting in that way, but she fully embraced being a Jew, first of all.
I know my mom didn't, as you know.
And she got the wiring, but not the cosmetic, the outward East Coastness. There was no East Coastness about her.
Are you making fun of the way my family looks because we have big noses like Jews?
No, I'm making fun of the way you talk and present yourself.
Well, hey, how's it go? Hey. No, how come I'm not doing the voice anymore? Because there's two voices. One is the New York voice, like the guy who comes up to Woody Allen. "You're from the Johnny Carson."
Uh-huh.
And then the other New York voice is, Josh Elvis Weinstein? Oh, very nice. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm very familiar with his work.
Yeah,
no, my mother would never say that. My mother was not familiar with your work.
Of course not. She was. Just knew who I was.
Yeah. No way. And she got less. That did happen as they got older. They did get did get more. They're not annoying, but they never listened anyway when we were younger. As they got older, it became less valuable to them.
But if you told her about me, then you might have outed the podcast.
She would never listen to the podcast. She just never would. This is a woman who I drew instructions for I would say at least 7 times, detailed instructions for how to operate like a video camera or something like that.
A camera or VCR?
A video camera that we would give her so she could take films of the. Mom, you'd like to take the films?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
What a total fucking pipe dream that was.
But why didn't I say it the first time? Mom, you don't really, do you? Nah, not really. But no, we showed her, and she called me up every minute of the day. I don't know if we talked about this. I used to sell video equipment back in 1984 or something like that. And my first rig, video rig, was a handheld camera, and then the machine was in another bag.
Right, I remember that. Was that a Beta cam?
No, it was VHS.
Okay.
Am I saying it right? VHS?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But it was horrible. It was horrible quality. No, it wasn't even VHS. I don't know what they recorded on. It wasn't like VHS. It was some other thing.
Well, if it was 84, it could have been VHS.
Oh, maybe it was. But I remember that you used to go, I'd put things in the 6-hour mode. Now, the TV there weren't as good TVs if I put something in a 6-hour mode on a cheap VHS tape. We'll be back.
The TVs weren't that bad. It was the commercials.
I have to, as you say that, I have to agree. And people keep saying to me, Andy, why are you talking about TV like a hack comic all the time? I say, no, I'm not talking about TV. I'm not being a hack. It's the advertisements.
That's right.
They just steam. I get steam from them. Have you seen these?
What's your beef?
What's my beef? Here's something.
I strung a guitar in under an hour today. I was pretty proud of that.
That is I'm very proud. Well, I didn't even know that you were involved. I'm very impressed that you changed your strings in your guitar, but that's, I guess, if you're playing them, you have to change them.
Yeah, eventually.
And what occasioned this thing?
I've been playing a lot, and these were clearly worn out. But now, conversely, it's too brassy for me.
Oh, yeah. It always takes a few days for it to get that sweet spot.
Right.
I'm not really an expert, but I do have a little bit of an ear sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to challenge it.
I don't even know really what I was saying there, but I know that I can hear.
You had to inject a little bit of blowhardy into the conversation, and that's all you had.
God.
That's all you had.
It's so true. So true.
Guitars?
Well,
I used to have a guitar.
Josh, you're bringing up something that's very true. When you put the strings on the guitar, it has a certain brightness or brashness, a brassiness, if you will. 48 hours later, it evens out like flat, like EPI speakers. Is that the right brand?
I don't know what an EPI speaker is.
Oh, you didn't sell speakers. You're not Joel Madison.
I'm not.
I'm ready for questions. I have answers as well, too.
Really? Okay, that's good. But
I am ready for questions. I did see a good documentary, but we can talk about it next week. It's up to you.
Go for it if you'd like.
It was the Miami Show Band Massacre.
Wow. Murder.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's about a band that was considered like they were kind of very popular. They were like the Irish Beatles kind of. And then they got, 3 of them got killed in this horrible thing that they found. You find out from the documentary, that the government, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's very good.
Yeah.
And made me want to learn more about the Troubles.
In Northern Ireland?
They call them the Troubles.
Yes.
Blow Hardy's going to be with me on my new project, which is learning about the Troubles, Josh. But learning about them accurately.
Another Blowhardy Boys mystery.
Hello. Top of the morning to you. They don't even say that in Ireland.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Dripping with hatred towards me.
Not hatred. Never hatred.
Ridicule?
Ridicule, certainly.
Incredulity?
Oh, absolutely.
Every day I Google Jay Johnston. Every day I'm upset that I hear notes. What happened? You don't know.
He lost his ventriloquist puppet. Oh, wait, that's a different person.
Who lost his ventriloquist puppet?
That's Jay Johnstone.
Oh, God. Why do you have to do it to me? But you haven't found. I'm assuming you found out nothing new.
No, I haven't been looking. I don't care.
Is this? I want to.
I don't know him. I don't know who he is other than through you.
I'm surprised you never watched Mr. Show. I mean, you never.
I mean, I kind of know.
You didn't
who
watch
he is.
Mr. Show.
I watched it only a little.
He's one of the. I always thought he's one of the best comedians. He's just so hilarious.
Well, he's a fucking
I just am
traitor, too.
amazed by it. I just can't put the two together. I can't put it together. I can't understand it.
Well,
I had a misconception of who he was, and now who he really is different from my misconception. It's boring. I know what you're saying. All right,
it's
let's move on.
conceptual.
Yeah, I hereby decline to go further into that.
All right. I'm sorry I don't know more about him or what he did.
I don't think you should
betray our country.
I there's a larger issue here, and it's also boring about how I'm still naive about things.
Well, I don't think it's about you. I think you just take yourself out of the equation because clearly other people made the same assessment of him that you did for many years.
Right, but I think that I do have a thing where because now I'm finding out through therapy that my concept of what I think people are thinking is really way off. So I'm easily fooled. I can be easily swayed. So like, I don't think I would see something in somebody who I decide he's the sweetest guy in the world.
Well, but it's because people aren't cartoons always.
Funny cars.
Not everybody brings their political beliefs to every interaction they have in life.
Well, that's interesting you say that because most people on the right do wear it on their sleeve. They do
didn't. Online and on TV.
Right, but I think it's even a misconception I'm making that they always do it. See, I'm thinking quiet guy, smiling, can't be a Republican.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he also seems to be at ease with himself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Both my fathers-in-law were quiet, smiling Republicans.
Right. Wait, did you say you have a current family member who's like a QAnon person or no?
No QAnon people now.
Oh, but they're just you have an unpleasant uncle.
I have a dumb email uncle.
And they all get the same ones too, so it's not. There's certainly a method to the ones that
there's been plenty that I've seen like 4 times over the course of 15 years now.
Jews controlling. No, but he wouldn't talk about Jews.
No, that's not his thing.
That's his blind spot.
Yeah. But he is a Trumpy.
Oh, it just sounds awful.
I know. Pickles.
Okay, here we are.
Asks, would you rather A, be lobotomized and given $25 million over 5 years, or B, get the lead in a Chuck Lorre sitcom? So we're talking about the same money over 5 years.
I think that's one of my favorite. I would say that's one of my favorite questions ever because it really focuses in on the inanity of the Chuck Lorre oeuvre.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. You could be in a coma. It's written by someone in a coma. It's watched by people who are in a coma. Must watch 2.5 Men.
I don't know. I have lots of friends who've worked in that.
Let me finish. There's good shows and there's bad shows. There's gray areas and there's good areas.
We already talked about Eddie Gordetsky this week.
I love Eddie Gordetsky.
Yeah.
Who am I to
He's
throw
been a Chuck Lorre employee for decades now.
And what I'm trying to say is there are certain things that are inviolable.
But the truth is what I really want on a sitcom. The best job on a sitcom is not the lead, but the second.
Yes.
The friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the job I've always wanted in show business and never gotten. And never going to. Let's be honest.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's stinking thinking. I got that straight from, who's that guy? Stuart Smiley. Stuart Smiley.
Smiley, not Smiley.
I did say Smiley. At least there is a Stuart Smiley, so
there
it's not like I'm crazy.
Smiley, yes. Stu! Don't go.
Stu! I think I figured out a voice, like from the Abbott and Costello. Stu!
Yes, you did.
Shut up, Stinky. I would not allow my friends to call me stinky.
No, I think you would drop them. But there would be a really ugly showdown before you did.
Well, I can't confront anything without going badly.
Right. In my experience, that's basically true.
Why do you have to rub it in?
I wanted to leave room for me, a little wiggle room.
Wiggle room and rub it in room. I can't go to the rub it in rooms anymore, Josh, since I've been married. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Extramarital fun. Woo! Just stop me. I'm sorry. I apologize for that last minute and a half.
Don't call me Boopsy. Says, sorry about going overboard on trying to get Andy to say things that rhyme with spicy. It's just one of my innocent pleasures.
Oh, well, there's absolutely, during these icy spring months, it's a little dicey what he's doing. Just a little dicey. I don't like it. And also, a little pricey. Gotta say, Josh, I'm winning some kind of stand-up contest now.
Yeah.
Give me a verb. Give me a shoe. Give me a place.
The Dr. Jack Podolsky Award goes to...
Who's that?
That was Tim Kazurinsky's character on Saturday Night Live.
That is very inside hoo-hoo.
It was all those puns, It was all hashtag puns. 20.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Today we're going to talk about herpes. Or if you get them at a 7-Eleven, Slurpees. Or if your gym teacher makes you get them, it's burpees. Or if it comes in a can, it's LeSueur peas.
Is this during the Gene Dumanian days?
It's that era. But Gene Dumanian only lasted a year.
Dick Ebersol.
Yes, it was an Ebersol. Tweet Pahara 3 says, Andy, here's the perfect closer for you to use on your deathbed with your last breath. The Aristocrats.
Hey, I didn't realize that was a question. I think I already responded to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good, and I call it The Aristocrats. Death.
Yeah,
Death.
I don't know. I think you deserve to go out better than that.
Well, maybe Penn Jillette hits me over the head with a big mallet.
Yes. If it's a mallet, then yes.
Susan wanted me to describe what a cudgel is. Of course, I was hovering over her at 3 a.m. with blood dripping down my thing. I said, honey, does it matter at this point? Why can't I be this kind of comic?
Because it's just not right.
What is I thought a cudgel's a club of some type, right?
It is. It's like a short stick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a club. It's a billy club.
See?
Kind of, yeah.
If anybody gets killed by a cudgel now, they're going to think it's me or you.
Not me. Not me, little man.
Why is calling me little man help you frame me?
Because it was a little bat you used.
Is it like Tiny J when they had little J? You have me. I'm a little murderer with my little cudgel. Hey, get over here!
Yes.
Get over here, Josh.
He's tried to skip town with a tiny little bindle, but he couldn't hop onto the train.
Oh, great! You've hurt my shins, Kindler. Stop it! Stop
cudgeling my shins.
Oh, whatever. Literally kicks me to the curb, and that's the end of my career.
Tweet Bahara says, who is your favorite Hogan's hero? Mine changes, but right now I'm going with Louis LeBeau.
I think Louis LeBeau is a solid pick, but I don't know. You got your Richard Dawson and Kinchlow.
Yeah.
And you had... I think I would go with Richard Dawson. Was he the funny? I don't know.
That was Newkirk.
Such a hard choice.
Newkirk.
Yeah, it's such a hard choice. And why did he have that kind of? Why would people?
I always liked the even keeled Ivan Dixon.
Oh, you mean Kinchlow?
Yes.
Even keeled. You're the only person I've ever heard use the actual names of the actors.
Well, I'm no fan of Larry Hovis, I'll tell you that much.
That's what I was thinking of. He plays like that, kind of a Ken Berry character.
Yeah, I never was, as a kid, the dumb guy. I never was attracted to the dumb guy.
Me neither. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's done very, very, when it's done very, very well, it can still be funny.
I'm not saying it's unfunny. I just never, identified with. Or,
right.
Which is, self-serving, of course, but.
Well, I never even saw the movie Dumb and Dumber.
As my manager, who I saw it with, likes to say, well, we saw Dumb and then left.
It was bad, right?
I don't feel right saying it's bad because so many people love it.
Right.
But it ain't my cup of stupid.
Well, first of all, James, the other guy's not funny, right? Is he?
I think they were equally funny. Or not.
Okay. Or not.
Yes. I don't think anyone's hands are dirtier than the others in that movie.
I saw this thing on, I don't know if it was Netflix or maybe it was Netflix. It was like, it's a documentary about how Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman transformed Jim Carrey. Does that sound like a documentary would you like to sample?
It sounds like it's on Reels.
Reels really does sound like it's a prank. For reals. For reals.
Just bad television.
And there's nothing worse than recreations in general, I know aren't your cup of tea anyway, but there's nothing worse than like a bad recreation thing where it's like it's about Stalin or so they just have a guy looking angry for an hour.
Right, with a mustache. Yeah, and they clearly only decorated one wall.
What's that show where they had the celebrities always, or the comedians commenting about they didn't pay the comedians, so that's why I didn't do it. But they commented on the 80s or
those VH1 things.
Yeah. Those are going to have legs. You're going to see those all over Discovery Plus.
Yeah, but man, did they make a lot of them for no money.
No money at all. No money at all, people. We're saying no money at all because they just used clips and then they didn't pay the comics.
Right.
I guess they eventually did pay the comics, but I don't know. Yeah.
It'll help your brand.
It's the worst kind of show, too. I didn't know what Boy George was going to do next. It's like just people reacting to this. Wow. That Marilyn Manson was nutty. I guess they don't say that, but I guess I never watched it, really.
No, you were just talking the whole time once you saw it.
Well, did that give birth to the CNNs of the various CNN shows? No, that just came from a different horrible place.
No, it's the same school of thought. Absolutely.
Yeah. He was an expert about the 60s.
Ask everybody about the same thing and keep what you want.
Hey, Josh, there's a lot of blowhardies who make sure that they're
if someone asked me to do it, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Seriously, I know myself enough to know, yes, want me to be funny blowhardy? I'm there.
All right, well, you learn these things eventually about people.
Yeah, because you of course have curated your career with such care. Jason Parton says...
That was good.
Says, given the brief mental picture of Andy getting fired after last week's show, I thought, I've got a lot of podcasting experience and would fit in. But then the show would just be Josh and I doing voices at each other. His Mason beats mine, but I think my peck wins.
Oh.
Well, I'm not going to get into a peck fight with you.
But why was I fired? Why would did I miss something that happened on the show?
I don't recall that. It might just be his own little mental picture of you getting fired.
Is it because my performance because every week you listen and go, wow, how can this guy?
So I think this is what he's really saying is he wants to replace me instead of you.
Oh, it does sound like it could be a backhanded
I
way
think
in.
It might be his backdoor pilot.
Can you have him send a sizzle reel to my box?
Sure. Oh, you mean your mailbox?
Oh, you took it the other way, and it was grand.
Bandicoot B says, hence the humor was recorded in 2012 with Bitcoin at $13. Let's say Andy made $1,000 for the set and then spent it all, giving him approximately 77 Bitcoins. If he held on until today, with Bitcoin being at $58,688, he would have $4,518,976, or a ROI, return on investment, of 451,797%.
Did I do something? Is it too late?
Not if you got 50 grand.
Yeah, but can the people really take it out? That's what I'm always worried about.
I don't know how one actually, I think you have to sell it to somebody else to cash in.
You have to sell your own Bitcoins?
I guess. I am the wrong person to ask.
Yeah.
Once I heard that it was something you had to mine yourself with your computer, then I was like, all right, yeah. I'll wait for non-fungible tokens to get invented, I said.
You said it just like that?
I did, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Dan Marsh says, I didn't submit a question for episode 202, and I feel a little sad about it because there was something to find out, important to find out, something worth pondering. What is your favorite April Fool's Day prank you ever pulled?
Oh, my goodness. I didn't see that coming. I don't know if I got to tell you.
I saw it coming because I was reading, but yeah.
Right, but I don't know if I told you this because I don't usually tell this. It's very personal. We once put sugar in put salt in the sugar shaker. So they comes down, right? They comes down in the morning, right? I'll have a little coffee. Well, put some sugar in it. Oh, the sugar is not sugar at all. It's salt. Ooh, I don't feel so good.
It's salt. You're stupid.
That's another April. I don't even know what holiday it is.
Backfired again.
I think we're getting very cruel towards me now in general.
Not current you.
That's true. That's better. Yeah. Feel better.
Stephen Elton Yates says a Mobius strip is a surface with only one side when embedded in three-dimensional Euclidean space, that is, and only one boundary curve. How many episodes until Andy becomes aware of the sound drops?
Ha 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 ha! Bing bang! Oh, that's an interesting thing because I already feel tremendous guilt and shame. Stephen Elton Yates, I will say, if I don't listen to some sound drops by next Monday, or many sound drops, I don't have the right to call myself a podcast.
Listen to like the last hour of last show. There's a lot there, I would say.
Oh, okay. That's a nice tip. Thanks.
Sure.
Last hour of the last show.
Yeah.
Sound is that what it's called? Sound drops?
You can listen to this show on Monday.
Come on, add that goddamn Woody Woodpecker to it.
All right.
Add this Woody Woodpecker. What's his name?
Woody Woodpecker.
Okay. That's our goddamn Yiddish Woody the Woodpecker.
It's in.
I called him Woody the Woodpecker. Oh, God. I'm starting to like my pipes.
Really?
And then when you're going to do something about the fact that the penis doesn't work. So I get some screen time. His penis doesn't work.
Jordy. Andy's right. We like to hear bickering, but let's fight the competition, not each other. Which fuckface podcasters can we help you take down? With Dennis Miller done, maybe we could start with the Legion of Skanks, or Stuttering John, or the Office Ladies.
Someone should listen to the Office Ladies and see if I should get annoyed about that. Because that would be a fun one.
Yeah.
It's a good point, though. Why self-destruct? Why not put the anger out there? I mean, get the anger going out.
H.G. Ward says, with all the trouble Matt Gaetz is in, how long until Andy Kindler gets busted taking 17-year-old jokes across state lines? I jest. Love you guys. Stay safe. Be well.
I think it's a very nice slam right there.
It was good.
Because it's got everything. It's got you worried, what am I going to take over state lines? Am I transporting a minor? No. Almost as bad. Old jokes.
Yeah.
If I was transporting a minor, it would be for some OCD reason. Across the state.
Tom the Tom says, if I say I love the Kindler stings in TS202, does Andy have any idea what that means?
No, it's embarrassing.
It's a lot.
You know what? You're embarrassing. I'm going to listen to the guy. You know what? I'm going to listen to one of the shows now. You son of a
probably,
bitch.
yeah, probably something the last couple of weeks.
You heard it. You heard me. Do I have to come up with the genius and listen to it?
Greg Kelly says, I was watching an Andrew Lloyd Webber doc, and I think I heard that if it weren't for a shooting conflict, he would have had James Mason play Judas in the original production of Jesus Christ Superstar. I didn't even know he sang.
I think that's a cheap way to get. But you know what? Well played.
Well, the problem with it is that I don't know a single song from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yes, you do, James. Jesus Christ Superstar, right there.
But that's all. I just know the chorus.
Oh, well, I think people would love to hear you sing Jesus Christ's chorus.
Oh, all right, fine. Jesus Christ Superstar, who in the hell do you think you are?
I love it. It's got a Rex Harrison feel.
Michael DeBar actually did sing the demos for Judas for Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, cool. I don't know why I oversaid it, but it is cool.
It is. At least it's on topic.
On topic.
Yes, or even if you say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Dick III says, I have been enjoying Love Boat reruns lately. If you were cast for the show in 1978, who would you choose as your love interest, other than Valerie Bertinelli? I always choose Lauren Tweez, but she was always with a Tony Roberts type.
Adrienne Barbeau, maybe?
That's a good one, yeah. Am I 7 years old in 1978 like I would have been? Or am I now, but in 1978?
Well, yeah, because that's where the age difference really comes up.
Because it would be like, because if I was a kid, I'd be stuck with like a Christy McNichol.
But I think they're open. I think it's the latter.
Okay. Then scratch Christy McNichol. Maybe a Deborah Lee Scott.
I don't even remember that name.
She was on Welcome Back, Kotter and Mary Hartman and Fernwood. I just saw a picture of her earlier today, which is why I remember who she was.
I always would go with Yasmin. There was a couple of years where I went with Yasmin Bleeth as my answer for almost everything.
Yeah. How'd that go for you?
Well, I thought she was a very attractive lady. She never, she had every chance to contact me.
I met her on later. She was a guest, I recall.
And was she pretty in person?
I have no memory of it other than her name.
Oh, I see. Because you weren't fixated like me. Extramarital fun. Woo! Walking around. I was already an old Jew.
Was she on
at that
Baywatch?
point. I think she was.
Okay.
But I think you're right. But I never watched Baywatch, so which would be odd if I did. Who could watch Baywatch for real?
Well, if it fulfills your Yasmin Bleeth needs.
Yeah, but then I did. I think I just watched her on. She must have done pinups.
Yeah, just kept her in the spank bank.
Oh, come on, Josh, grow up.
Okay, I will.
There's something very sad about the direction the show's gone in general.
In general, you should see our numbers. Mad City Architect says, happy opening day, boys. Any favorite baseball memories from childhood, playing or watching?
Well, I have the classics. I was at the World Series. That was fantastic thing.
Was that the 69?
69 World Series.
Which game?
The fourth game, the game before they won.
Gotcha.
So you can't, but not playing. I mean, playing had mixed memories.
Yeah, I have some good memories of, like a grand slam here or a really good catch there. But I did like going to Met Stadium to see Twins games a lot as a kid.
Oh, that does sound like fun. When you said Met Stadium, I got confused for a second.
Yeah, before the Metrodome.
Right.
I remember going to, I didn't fully grok what was going on at the time, but it was a really cynical promotion that the Twins did as a kid. It was Twins Halter Top Day.
Oh, my God.
And they were, in fact, very skimpy.
Oh, you mean people got halter tops?
Yeah, women would put them on. And, of course, it says twins, which makes it double entendre as well.
That sounds like the greatest day a boy could have.
I was like 6 maybe or 7, but I still remember it.
It's so good. It's so good. Did you go with your dad?
I went with my grandparents.
Now it's getting
because I remember bringing a halter top home for my mom.
Oh, come on!
Because my grandma had gotten one. Because all the ladies got them.
You're gonna get this thing shut down. You're gonna sicken the whole.
It went unworn, I assure you. But it was light blue. That Twins light blue with the red Twins letter.
How'd your grandma look at it?
Don't you even. Sous Vide says, what's the longest amount of time you have been awake? Please answer as Jimmy Carter or Ronald Reagan.
I can't do either of those voices, so it's up to you.
Well, I probably have gone about 55 hours before.
That's pretty good, Mr. Reagan.
Why,
President
thank you.
Reagan.
Well, thank you.
I don't think I stayed awake nearly that long. Were you doing a DJ thing or?
Yeah, it was a dance marathon.
It was not.
No, it was just
Dance marathon.
it was just insomnia.
Is that a good movie? That dance thing?
They shoot horses, that one?
Yeah.
I can't remember it very well. I saw it years and years ago.
Movies with weird names like that, I can't stop thinking about the title.
Yeah.
They shoot horses.
You remember this title, don't you?
So it's advertisingly effective, isn't it?
Seemingly.
Seemingly.
You remember the title of a movie from almost 50 years ago that you didn't see, so.
So
something worked.
What was that movie that was the summer of 57? 42.
42. Hike!
Is that your hairball take?
That was me choking myself to death. Dan Wade, PE, says, hey guys, monkey movie trivia. Every Which Way But Loose was the first movie to top 10 million on opening weekend.
Well,
How does modern Hollywood bring back those high-class consumers?
What do they do? There's got to be a similar superhero movie that comes out every year that's that bad.
Yeah, there probably is. Anything funnier?
No. I'll tell you why, Josh. Okay. I don't remember the topic as I started to talk about it.
Understood.
You stupid Jewish hack.
Wookie Talkie says, da-da-da-da. Sting was the first Dune in the first Dune movie, but he didn't sing a song for it. For this next movie, his hit single could be, Is It Spicy on a Rockus?
I can't believe that someone's seen the movie Dune, and I bet you've seen it too, right?
I have years ago.
Do you remember it?
I remember what it looked and felt like, but I don't remember the actual content very much.
Is it about a sand dune?
It's about the movie. It's about the book Dune by Frank Herbert. It was a huge fucking science fiction book.
I didn't see it. I did not see it. Did you read any of those books?
I did.
Wow. So you're one of those people. And were the books better than the movies?
So far, yes.
Very proud of I'm making a sizzle reel for an interview show, and I'm very proud of that last chunk.
Joel says, could you cast the entire Easter story with comedians? Leno as Judas? Insert Andy's impression here. I don't think either of us could tell the whole Easter story without comedians.
Sure.
No, we have to do the whole story with comedians. So, okay, Leno as Judas comes last. We're going to do the Last Supper. And your line, no matter what comedian you will be, is it me, Jesus? So the last, and as Jesus, it's Al Capone. It's Robert De Niro's Al Capone. The spring brings me to the mind of what? Baseball, that's right, and Easter, sure. Now, when we're all together in the field, ministering to the poor and the blind and the lepers, that calls for what? Teamwork. Exactly, teamwork. Now, when we're doing on a sermon or on the mount, that's time for what? Individual achievement. Now, one of you here has betrayed me.
Is it I, Jesus?
No, Jerry Lewis, you would never betray me. You're one of my great disciples.
Oh, how's it going there, your old savings and loan? Is it I?
No, Jimmy Stewart, you would never betray me.
Oh, same guy. Sorry. Okay. Hey, here's something. Is it I, Jesus?
Is it me, Jesus?
Oh, my God. I have never seen you work harder.
I don't know. I just got the idea of Al Capone with a bat at the Last Supper, and I went with it.
No, seriously, though. It's no problem, but is it I, Jesus? I just wanted to just curious. Is it I, Jesus? Is it I, Lord? Lord?
Mr. Basili says, TurboTax, free commercials. Your thoughts?
I don't understand the question.
There's TurboTax commercials. And
I don't never seen them.
Free is the hook to them.
Oh, free. Oh, like this. Free. Free. Is it free? Free. Free. It's
Those are his thoughts. There you go.
Is it
Dan Marsh says there's a lot of classic movie talk on the old spiral, but what are some genres you like that don't get mentioned? A horror flick every now and then? An action movie? Do you like anime or the Pixar type animation? Or I don't know if it's an either or. Do you like anime or the Pixar type animation?
I don't. It used to be that I was I would go just look for comedies in the old days.
Yeah.
But now, then there's a time period where you're just looking for true crime. Then there's a time where documentary. But there's the genres that they never quite work searching by genre.
Yeah.
I don't think of liking action movies.
I probably like them more than you. Like I do watch, the superhero movies generally, especially now that they're on streaming services.
Right.
Like I like that, and I'll watch the Falcon and Who's It series on Disney Plus and stuff. But I don't look by genre either. I look, right at this point, it's like I look by like a movie that I haven't seen yet, basically, that I want to. I go by mood more than genre, and I scroll through a billion things, and finally something I either wear myself out. The other night I watched The Late Show, which was an Art Carney and Lily Tomlin film.
I remember it, but I don't remember much about it. I think I saw it.
Yeah, it's Carney and Lily Tomlin and Bill Macy, and it's okay. It's not very well plotted,
Right.
and it's not like they had really great chemistry. But it's okay.
Who directed it?
I can't remember, but it seems like it's well regarded.
Yeah, I definitely have heard about it.
But it wasn't magic.
I do love watching Art Carney, though.
Yeah, and that's why I stayed with it.
He just is unbelievable to me.
And he had some action. He had a couple of fight scenes and stuff.
That's good.
Lily
That's good.
Tomlin, not a great actress at the time.
Yeah. And I don't know if her one-woman show I don't want to start putting... I loved her, Lily Tomlin, but I was I don't know if I'd like her one-woman show. Who cares what I like now?
Yeah, it's hard to fault people for they do something breakthrough that doesn't hold up.
Yeah, and she just always made me laugh. She made me laugh.
And I'm not even saying that's the case with her, but I'm just saying in general, it's like there is that thing where something was totally breakthrough, but it still didn't stand the test of time, you know?
Right. She was on Laugh-In, though, right?
She was.
Originally?
I don't think, not originally. I think she was discovered pre-Laugh-In, but
right.
Because they did Ernestine and stuff, and I think Ernestine was already a character.
Existing.
Yeah. But I don't know that for a fact, honestly. I wasn't alive.
Oh, that hurt.
I'll turn down the volume. Richard Cole says, I've seen U2 and the Rolling Stones a few times each. What's the last really big concert you attended? Is there an act you like enough before COVID to see with 50,000 people?
It's been so long since I've been to a concert. I can't even think. I never liked big concerts. So the only one I ever went to was the Rolling Stones, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But I used to like to see Talking Heads a lot. But it's been so many years since I went to concerts.
What's the last one?
Oh, it was probably Dave Alvin, and that was a great concert at McCabe's.
That's
Dave
not a
Alvin.
big concert.
Oh,
that's 30 people in a room, Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw the Bay City Rollers at Cerritos Auto Square. And I don't think I have. I really don't think I've ever been to a big concert.
I just don't think that's true.
I said the Rolling Stones, didn't I?
You did.
Well, the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
The Grateful Dead. But is that big?
Yes, of course it is.
But that's not the last one.
What's the last one you went to? That's a fucking question.
Must have been the Rolling Stones then.
All right.
Don't get so angry.
No,
it's
you
not
made me
my
angry.
fault.
You made
it's not
me
my
angry.
goddamn fault. Maybe you could have read the question better.
Maybe.
Did you ever think of that?
I'll try to translate it into stupid next time.
I like pettiness is so good.
It's refreshing.
Sorry I didn't make it dumb enough for you.
I think the last big concert being at like an arena show was Simon and Garfunkel.
Wow. Where was it?
At Staples.
Wow. I think I saw something. Nope. How was that show?
It was good. They had the Everly Brothers like come out in the middle and do a little set.
Oh my God, that's a long time ago. They've been dead for a little while.
This was early 2000s, I would say,
We're so old, Josh.
or maybe very late 90s.
We're not going to get any 20-somethings with this kind of talk.
No, it's true. But there's no one. I don't think there's anyone left on my list that I would go to a stadium to see.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know what's on my list? To see the music group The Bucket.
Ed Kupfer says, "What is the dorkiest musical instrument?" My friend says it's the chromatic harmonica. I say the banjo ukulele. Please help.
Well, the chromatic harmonica. Here comes Blowhardy to tell you the chromatic harmonica isn't that a fantastic instrument that Stevie Wonder plays?
Yeah, Stevie Wonder is what takes it out of the realm of being the dorkiest.
Yeah,
I'd love to say it was Toots Thielman, but come on, he's not that undorky, really.
I mean, I'm tempted to say kazoos, but that's not real instruments.
Yeah, I think it is.
I always thought a trombone is it's just a terrible sound. Or maybe I just don't like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I played trombone, so I like the trombone.
Let me finish.
You know, the recorder is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's hard to play, too. Even though it's easy to play.
Yeah.
It's hard to sound good on it.
The auto harp has a little bit of dork factor to it. But between the two, I would say banjo ukulele is dorkier than a chromatic harmonica. So you will.
I agree.
I hope
agree
you win your bet on that alone.
Yes.
Esai76 says, as if marrying a white people wasn't proof enough, I am 100% Mexican. If you look past my high blood pressure, you'll see my test results show my blood type as Valencia hot sauce. Also, my quesadillas bring all the white girls to the yard. All right. I guess that's authentic.
I'm going to tell you, this guy's on, I guess, cornering the market. You know what I mean? Being the only Mexican person who listens to the show.
He was questioning, last week he was questioning Mama Dick's authenticity, so I threw it back in his face to question his Mexican authenticity.
Ooh. And then he came
just to bring you up to speed, Andy.
Well, he threw some shade your way.
He did. Chaotic Neutral says, hey guys, what's your opinion of Bill Hicks' comedy? It's my understanding that he was the, quote, inspiration, unquote, behind a lot of Dennis Leary's routine.
I wouldn't characterize him that way. Dennis Leary, I think, is accused of stealing from him.
Yeah, I think that was the, quote, unquote part.
Yeah, allegedly stealing from him. I thought, well, he must be this must be a new listener to the show.
It's Chaotic Neutral, but they don't remember the early days when we were trying when we were trying to top each other with our Bill Hicks stories. That's
interesting. Then I bet Chaotic Neutral, he could be listening. He could have started at show 10 and might have missed the Bill Hicks segment.
We both love Bill Hicks. We like him so much we're willing to talk in unison about him.
We like him so much. Yes. I'm sorry I ruined the question. I'm sorry I ruined everything.
And Andy toured with him for a couple of weeks, and I worked with him and became friends with him.
And we've also said how nice he was to both of us.
Yes.
Very supportive.
Yes.
A very sweet person.
And he came to my house to watch animal porn once. So
don't say that story anymore.
It just was so funny how quickly he was like, I'll be right there.
Well, Chaotic Neutral, I hope, what am I, some old school host? Hope that answers your question.
Here's one,
the fifth caller gets a free
more
shirt.
That didn't get tagged. Didn't get hashtagged, but I'm not going to penalize you if I can find it again. Bart Fargo. Bart, next time, come on, tag it up. But the question is, Andy, if you had been a writer for MST3K, what movie would you have loved riffing the most?
Well, that's a good question there. Oh, boy, I don't know, because I know anything I would say would be so... I don't really know bad movies, and in fact, nobody probably knew the bad movies until you guys probably started mining them.
Yeah, of course they did. There was
I don't know why. Why did I answer that like that?
There was the Golden Turkey Awards and things like that.
I guess I can't think of anything that would that I could think of off the top of my head. That would be like Reefer Madness, or obviously those are too hacky.
Well, it's your show. You do whatever you want.
I mean, I want to say maybe a Larry the Cable Guy movie.
I think that's good. I always say it's a question we get asked all the fucking time. And I like to say life is beautiful.
And you've seen that movie. I never saw that movie.
I've never seen it beginning to end.
Right.
Oh, geez, I just looked up and they're power washing the blood off the barricades at the Capitol right now. And on that note, we're done.
We're done?
Yeah.
I like that note.
Yeah. If only we could power wash the blood of this show off of our hands.
Oh, I could have ended it then.
You could have.
Oh, but you know what? We need some plugs, though.
All right. If you want to support this tasteful madness, go to buymeacoffee.com/thoughtspiral and buy us a coffee. Thanks to everyone who has. Your turn.
If you like Hence the Humor, it's still, if you haven't heard Hence the Humor, it's still around. Also, Josh has Chunks, his comedy albums out. Also, he has several movies.
I tweeted this week too, but I'm very sick of docs, especially rock docs, where everyone knows the fucking story already.
That's shit.
I just watched the
can see
Tina
that.
doc the other night. And
About Tina Turner?
yeah, and it's there's lots of great pictures of Tina Turner and footage and stuff, and no further insight than anything that we've known for 25 years about Tina Turner, other than she's done and over it now.
So I think you're bringing up a good, what's your beef?
Yes, and my point is, watch my movie. No, you don't know the story of Michael DeBar. I just threw in that Andrew Lloyd Webber fun fact earlier. You didn't know that if you hadn't seen the movie. And he did see the movie and he didn't know it. Michael DeBar, Who Do You Want Me to Be? Available where movies are sold.
Do you know what my pet peeve is? People can't hang up well on the phone.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.